Hi besties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Maya. So funny enough, I've actually already recorded this intro. I am coming from the future for this video and I cannot find the original footage. I must have just deleted it, which is really frustrating. Anyway, I have recently seen somebody on YouTube do like a FAIRYLOOT catch up with me. I have a YA subscription with FAIRYLOOT and I receive books every single month and I don't read them every single month, and I never thought of reading them every single month when I get them delivered, and apparently that's what everybody else does on here, and it just never came to me. So I have a lot of FAIRYLOOT books to catch up on, so I thought let's just do like a week-long video of you guys, like a vlog per se, read a couple books, FAIRYLOOT specifically, and then just go through them, talk about them and go for it that way. I have already picked a couple books. I mean, I've got a gazillion books, like most of them unread. They're read, most of them unread, and top shelf most of them, a lot of them unread. Like the odd couple of FAIRYLOOT books I've read, loved them. A lot of them have not even touched because I've just kind of received them, thought they're pretty, put them on my bookshelf and then moved on with my life. I never thought of it. And I'm kind of like embarrassed, not gonna lie. The first book I'm going to read is The Rose Bargain, and I am immensely excited for this book just because I have heard it's Bridgerton vibes but with fear, and then everybody else is saying it kind of gives like Cruel Prince vibes. I've not read that series, so kind of don't really know what that's linked to. But yeah, I love Bridgerton, this series especially. I have not read the books. I own them, spent a lot of money on them, they are beautiful. I'll put a picture up here, but I am kind of putting off reading them because of how much I loved the series, and I don't want it to kind of put like a disheartened emotion on them, so I'm kind of holding off from them. But I do like the Bridgerton vibes, I like how it's set up and everything, the beautifulness, and I'm very excited for this. Also, this book is just a stunning creation. I mean, how could you not want to read that book? I also have this book displayed on my bookshelf like this because obviously it's stunning, and I don't like having books displayed if I have not read them, because what if the book is beautiful but the story plot is the worst thing I've read and I just don't mellow with it, and I don't want to display books like that on my bookshelf if I don't like it. So I kind of really want to read this like yesterday. Also, it's very popular right now on social media. It hasn't been released like this month, maybe a couple months ago, I think February or January time, but currently it's everywhere and I want to get on that bandwagon while I can. In the first clip, I know for a fact I read the synopsis. I'm not going to do that. As you would have seen, it's been on the screen for a while. You can read it at your own will. I'm not going to read it out because CBA and all that, because we've got a lot to get through. We've got a lot to get through. The second FAIRYLOOT book I've chosen is Where Shadows Meet, and this is a new release. I think I got this last month. Know nothing about it, absolutely nothing. Never read from this author, no, absolutely nothing. I mean, from the pictures, it's a gay book, that's all I know, but other than that, this is a witches, fae, vampires and gods. From the pictures, that's all I know. So nothing to do with this, nothing to do with why I'm picking this book. I'm just picking it because it's a new release and I feel like I should read it. I should kind of get up to date with the FAIRYLOOT read each book each month type of vibe that everybody else apparently is doing, just not me. So again, the synopsis is here. I will be reading this. I'm not excited to read it, not excited again because I know nothing about it. I'm just reading it because it's a new release, and then we can go through and talk about it later and then give an update on how I'm feeling because it's new. Then, because both of those books seem a little bit kind of like whimsical, godsified, that type of stuff, I have chosen The Gods Below just because I think this is also YA, but it just kind of gives off more mysterious, more dark energy, more like Dark Prince type of vibes. It just kind of gives off an adult book. I did at one point have the subscription for the young adult and for the adult, so this could legit be an adult one. I don't know where to find that out other than looking on Goodreads. I don't know, but this came out in 2024, so I thought I'd kind of mix those up with having two YAs to then having this, which could just be an adult book. Again, not really sure. Probably should have done my research before I came in with you guys, but it's fine. It's fine. The synopsis is here. This one, all in all, on the back it says, "If suffering made us strong, then I would be stronger than all of them." And I just think, very excited for that, very excited. If this video does go down quite well, I will proceed to do this every now and then until I've caught up with all of my FAIRYLOOT books, because for like the 50th time I am very much behind and I need to catch up on it, because I think it's a brilliant idea to read them when they get released and then just go on with the plan with that type of motion and then just go with the flow, you know. Yes, this is a week-long video. I'll give you an update when I can. I'm getting a tattoo. Today I've had the tattoo. You guys won't see it until later on, so that's the plan. Do a bit of book journaling because I need to update. I do, like when I do videos, vlogs, I like to put it in my book journal so we can go for that, we can create it together. Yeah, enjoy. Guys, okay, I am now ready to read. It is the same day. It's so much later. It's 7 o'clock at night. I recorded this intro early in the morning, but I had a lot of stuff to do this weekend. Today I had lots of stuff to do today. So I am all prepared, all chilled out, all done and dusted. So I thought, why not pop on with you guys and then start this stunning creature of a book? You know, very excited. Also, ignore my nails. I know they're different. But at this point, you guys should know, when I do my nails myself, one hand gets done and then like a week later, the other hand gets done. And these are just in absolute shambles. So I'm hoping the next time you see me, the next day I will have these done. But no promises made. So just ignore the state of that and get reading. I'm ridiculously excited for this book, especially now that I've read the synopsis for you guys, because obviously this is the FAIRYLOOT book. I didn't pre-order this book. I didn't know anything about this book. It just showed up because of my subscription. And I never looked at the synopsis. I just kind of thought, oh my god, it's stunning, beautiful, what a creation. Put it on my shelf and then just never looked at it again. So I've never actually read the synopsis, which is just crazy. And I feel like I should have done, because I feel like if I read the synopsis, I would have read this book way sooner. You know, so much sooner. When did this book actually come out? Oh, February. Okay, I've had it a couple of months. Why is this now going so popular and if it came out in Feb? Questions. I have questions that I need answers to. So yeah, I'm ready for some romance. I'm ready for some spice. I'm just so excited to get into this book. I'm just gonna get into it. So we'll see where it goes. We'll have a night reading together. We'll see how much I can get into. Let's go. It's based in England. How nice is the sentence, right? Where was I? There's no possible universe in which my sister's heart stopped beating and I keep on living unaltered. Poetry in a book, darling. Love that. A little bit later on, and I'm really not faring like at all. I think I'm like 20 something pages in, and I just wanted to pop on and just be like, I am starting to get the hype again. I'm not faring it, but it's kind of giving Bridgerton vibes currently, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's so fun. It's kind of done a little bit of mysterious fear, but it hasn't really given like a big background part, because obviously again I'm still really new to this book, but it's just doing a little sprinkle, and yeah, I'm very intrigued. I'm loving myself. I want to know what's happening, so I do not want to put it down. I could be reading for a very long time tonight, maybe until the early hours in the morning, so we shall see. I'm not going to come on now for the rest of the night because I have to pop out somewhere, pick up Dale, and then I've got to come back. By that time I'll end up taking my makeup off, getting in pyjamas, getting ready for bed, so I'm probably just going to speak to you tomorrow. I hope I have a good enough update to give you, because surely I will do. She met, I don't know if it's going to be dual love interest, but she did meet one guy and it was actually really funny. Let me see if I can find it. Ah yeah, so he says, please can I see you again? She says, absolutely not. He's like, I beg of you, consider it. And I just thought, yeah, it was very like relatable that she was like, I don't think so mate, like not a chance. So yeah, currently vibing. I'll give you an update shortly. for a bit longer. I am absolutely adoring this book. So basically it's kind of Bridgerton, but it's also giving like Powerless vibes, but with fair, and I am eating this up so much. Oh my god. So I'm currently on page 146, so not a massive progression, but like I am getting to midway and I can't put it down. Like I'm just eating it up. Every now and then it's giving like a chapter from one of the side characters' point of view, which is really nice to get in their heads, because obviously from our main gal's point of view you just see the outer side of it, but it's nice to see how the side characters think. Currently I am Emmett stan. Bram is like cutesy, real gentleman, but you know me, I like the dark, mysterious type of thing, and that's what Emmett is currently coming from. So basically the Queen has 2 sons. Emmett is the like fae prince, and no, sorry, Emmett is the human prince and Bram is the fae prince. And yeah, I'm liking Bram. I liked him when we met him, but compared to Emmett is like my go-to character. We met him right at the start and I really liked their communication and banter. And yeah, there's just one thing that I really wanted to pop on and tell you guys. Oh yeah, so Emma is basically trying to teach our Megal how to flirt, because she just don't know how to do it, because it's basically like Bridgerton. Like you don't go and meet, you don't go and like flirt, you don't go and dance with males until you're outing, until it's your season to get married in Bridgerton. And she's really, really bad at flirting. So Emmett's like, you know what, I'll teach you, flirt with me. And it just don't go well at all. So he's like, you know what, I'll flirt with you. So he says, I never noticed your eyes before. They're beautiful. My stomach gives a sickening swoop. Thank you. I grew them myself. And I just think it's so goddamn relatable, because that's exactly what I would do. I have done that before. Not about my eyes, about like my hair, my body, and yeah, oh thanks, I grew it myself. It's just relatable. It's set in England and it's making nice, obviously because I'm in the UK, I live here, I know most of the areas, and it's really nice to read about things that I know of. It mentioned Bradford as well, and I just found that was absolute, because I live in Yorkshire, so Bradford is quite local to me, and I found that absolutely hilarious, because no books mention Bradford because of how rough Bradford is, and it was just really comical. But I am loving this book, having a good time. I want to finish this today, probably not going to, probably could, it's 5:15, so I'll just give you an update when I can, but I'm having a fun time. I am kind of like in love with this book currently. Right, I have finished this book. Thoughts and feelings struggling with, because I really enjoyed it. I feel like the last 100 pages, just everything happened, basically everything happened, and it was just, you just couldn't put it down. You just needed to sit down, you needed to find out how was going on, what was going on, why. I think a couple of things I actually saw it come in, not everything, don't get me wrong, not everything I saw come in, but there were certain things that I was like, there's little Easter eggs throughout the whole book that's making me want to think this, and they were correct. But I really enjoyed it. It wasn't a 5-star feeling. I don't know why it wasn't. There was just something that wasn't a 5-star feeling, but 4-star. Really enjoyed the read. Would I recommend it? Yes. Yes, I would recommend it. It helps that this edition is just beautiful. I don't know if I would have picked it up myself. I mean, the story plot, like the synopsis, sounds amazing to me. I feel like it just helped because obviously it was in my monthly subscription, which is part of this video, which is why we're doing this video. Like books where it portrays fae to be not nice, because certain books, they're all beautiful and elegant and stuff, but it doesn't go into detail of how they treat humans. And I think, not 100% sure, I think it was Law of the Wilds. Where they went into detail about fae, where they like put magic on things. So humans thought they were eating like a really luxurious meal, but in fact they were eating like maggots and like rats and like venomous creatures and stuff like that. And I think that's this book. I mean, I could be completely wrong. fate in these books, they don't treat people right, and because they get bored, because they're like eternal, they like to play tricks with humans, and because of humans' emotions it just makes them work that way. And I like that dark side in this book, because yes, you might not think that when you look at the cover, you might think, oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's so whimsical, and yes it is, but there's a really dark side of this. And I like the twist at the end. I think the end, it finished really abruptly, and that kind of had me like like I wish I was recording, but I didn't, so moving on from that. But the ending could have been a bit better, and that could have made the 5-star feeling for me, because the whole book I was sat here like, oh my god, I can't finish this, and like I need to finish, but at the same time I don't want to finish, but like I'm enjoying it and I don't want to put it down, but like I don't, you know, one of those feelings. But it was a roller coaster ride, to say the least, and I really enjoyed it. So 4 stars, do recommend it to yourself. The next book though, ooh, what do I fancy? There was a couple of small smut scenes in that, not detailed, not really much going on. But I feel like because I had such a whimsical romantic read, I think I will continue with The Gods Below. So I do think this is the next one we're going to move on to. And it's not a small book. Like that one was just shy of 400. Is this like 450, 500? It's 517. So a bit longer. Very excited. I am really busy. I might start this book tonight and then I'll continue tomorrow. See, might get a couple of clips from me tomorrow, but I'm really busy, and then we will resume this on Monday. Great start to the video so far, guys. Honestly, read that book if you haven't already. If you haven't bought it, buy it and then give me an update, because I feel it so much. It has a place in my heart. It really, really does. On to the next. Morning, guys. I have made a little bit of a detour. I'm not going to lie. I decided not to read those 2 books I pointed out at the start of the video, because I started reading this, wasn't really feeling it, so decided to soften it, because I don't think it's the story plot. I think it's just me and my taste currently, so I'll put this one down for the meantime. I also did start The Gods Below. Again, really wasn't feeling it. I don't know if it's a story this time, because I just wasn't gelling with it. But I've soft DNF'd it again for another time, another video probably to do. I have received a parcel and I did open it. I'm sorry, I got too excited and I completely forgot about you guys. But I did receive Kiki's delivery service. I'm so excited. So excited. So I've got Howl's Moving Castle and I got this pre-order special edition. Obsessed with it. Well and truly the best thing ever. So I love the Studio Ghibli movies. They have a place in my heart. Like I am kind of gobsmacked when it comes to Studio Ghibli stuff, just because how amazing it is. But I wasn't aware that the books came first. I thought the creator of Studio Ghibli was the creator. There was no books before then. No, there was books before then. He was just a creator who then did it based off of the books. And I'm kind of like mind blown on that topic. Does anybody else not know that, or is it just me being absolutely oblivious to the world? Because anyway, I have started this book. I'm not a massive way through. I do not know the names, because this one's just called Kiki Opens a Shop and it's page 47. So that's currently where I am at. We're going to finish this book today. It's a tiny book, but let me just show you the edition, because it's absolutely stunning. Like, there's no other word to explain it. Once you take the dust cover off, do you know what I mean? It is just a book where dreams come true. It's just a book where dreams come true. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I have recorded a couple of clips of this already, but you haven't seen me reading this and I haven't really had a catch up with you guys. But throughout the book there is little drawings of a cat chasing a ball at the start of each chapter, and then as the chapter gets further on in the book you then see obviously the cat getting close to the ball. But yeah, there's little drawings on there, and I am seeing a couple of differences compared to the movie. And as much as I love the movie, I am so much enjoying this, because it goes into so much depth, as you would assume it's a book, about loads of stuff, but there is loads of things missing as well. And there's one thing, and I have to rewatch the movie, because I don't know if I didn't pick on this or if it just wasn't in the movie, but there's certain things that come across in here that I'm like, that is immensely so well thought out, and I need to see if it's in the movie. I did the exact same thing when I read Howl's Moving Castle. I was like, I don't remember that, I don't remember that, I don't remember that. And I watched the movie and I was like, it wasn't in that. And yeah, I prefer the books. And I love the movies, but I prefer the books. So I am currently reading this. And then I did decide to, after this, to read The Tale of Small Fortunes. I'm kind of in my whimsical era right now. I'm really enjoying this book, so I thought while I'm on the whimsical like bandwagon, I might as well continue with this one. So I am actually booking a leg tattoo today. It's a big tattoo. I put a picture up here. Obviously I know the tattoo artist will change it to make it more unique for him and more towards my style, but it's 5 to 6 hours long. It's on my shin. It's a whole process. I probably won't record it while I'm getting it done because I don't know, I find that stuff weird, but I'll show you afterwards. I'll show you a picture afterwards and then we can go through it. I assume I'll probably finish Kiki's delivery service before I go, and then I'll end up reading this while I'm there. I would say I could probably finish this because I could. It's a 5-6 hours and this is only a small book, which I bet I could finish in that time. But when it gets to a certain, if you don't have any tattoos, or if you have tattoos you'll know, when it gets to a certain stage of the pain, you have to drop everything and just watch what the tattoo artist is doing. It helps with the pain, and I don't understand why. I think it's so you know where he's leading and you know when to expect the pain, and you know like when the pain's gonna stop to like when he finishes that line, or when he's shading, or her, sorry, mine's a he, when he's shading a certain area and you know when he's gonna stop it. It just helps a little bit more, and because it's on my shin and near my knee, I really don't know how much of this I'm going to read, but I will give you an update when I come back later today about this book. But yeah, while we're here, let's just get into Kiki's delivery service and have a wonderful, amazing, whimsical, beautiful time. You know, I'm so excited. Yay! This was honestly the cutest thing I have read. I'm in such like a merry, happy, like go mood. So happy, honestly. It was such a good read. If you can get hold of this, do get hold of this. I mean, you don't really need the special edition. I've just got it because I was able to get it, but just get the normal book. I definitely recommend it. It's so sweet, and it's nice to compare it to like the main movie because of so many differences. But I 100% love this book for life because it's so much details better. But I will be watching the movie at some point because I need to recap. I am off to go get my tattoo now and kind of shitting it, but it's fine. We'll see how it goes. I am taking this one, so we'll have an update later on today when I get back. Yeah, we'll talk about it, and then I am thinking of doing an update on my journal because when I do vlogs about stuff, I like to track it on there, put all the books I've read, and then put like a little debrief of what's going on, like which books I love, which parts, which books I hate, which parts, and then just go into the depth of the video and how I found it, kind of like a YouTube prompt or like a YouTube reflection. We're going to do that and then we'll go because we've read a decent amount of books, and then we'll see how it goes and take it from there. Okay, I'll see you soon with some more ink on my body. Christmas. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really read and in the spirits and insanely happy, which is really strange because I'm in so much pain. Oh my god. It's the next day if you couldn't tell. I feel like my hair's been greasy all week, but we're currently a vibe with it. It's a vibe, guys. It is a comforting vibe. I've had my leg tattoo. I'll put a picture of it here. It's completely different to what I asked for, but so much for the better. I'm currently obsessed. I'm in so much pain. I can't really bend my knee. It hurts, which is really funny. We're doing it for the plot, guys. You know, we're doing it for the plot. It's really funny you ask, because I know this is a book video and I'm now mentioning this book, and I've read this book and I finished this book and I have thoughts about this book that I'd like to share with you guys. Yeah, I didn't read that much while I was getting tattooed. I think I might have read maybe like 100 pages. To say I was there for 5.5 hours, I only read, yeah, I didn't read anything at all. But then I came back and I was just so tired, because you see it's so mentally draining having a large tattoo, because your body kind of goes into shock a little bit, so you get all really tired, and I just didn't want to watch TV and didn't want to do anything else. So basically I read the book, I finished it this morning. It was a nice whimsical adventure, but the story plot didn't really capture me. So when you have like cozy reads, you like it to take you to a world where it's just really nice and easy. You're not sitting at the end of your seat. It's just a comforting read, which we all like and we all love. But the story plot, my brain kind of got easily distracted with other stuff, and I had nothing on, like nothing was going on in my life, nothing would have distracted me to the point where it was taken part of this book. This book was my #1 thought. And yeah, I was having to remind myself to pick up this book again, or to make sure I spend time to read this book. And yeah, so when I was getting my tattoo, I was going on my phone and I was like, wait, I've got off this book here, I will read it. And then I was reading it and then I was getting distracted, and I didn't have that oomph to go back and read it. But it was a pretty read. It was nice seeing like the minor magic of the world, and then going in and seeing how easily people trust the girl, because basically our girl Tao is a small hand reader. She's a fortune teller, but she does the smaller sides of it, and it goes into depth and detail throughout the whole story, where she can see the larger plot, but she doesn't like telling people that, because she doesn't want that to fall on her shoulders. Like, I get it. If you can tell people they're gonna die in like 5 years, or you can tell people they're gonna buy a red dress next week, you'd prefer to tell them the minor thing and not the life-changing thing. And I get it, I completely understand. Goes through a lot of the issues that she has with who she is, because she's a foreigner compared to them, because she travels, because she lives in like a caravan with her donkey, and they've got like a really sweet like friendship. It's really cute. It was a nice read. I just feel like it could have been better with the story plot. It could have been more captivating, and again, I could have blamed this completely on the tattoo, but I continued reading it when I was at home, when I wasn't getting tattooed. So again, no distractions there. Glad I read it though, because it was on my spring TBR, and now I've read it in spring. It kind of also gives autumn vibes though, so I know the cover gives off spring, like well and truly the cover is beautiful, and it looks more like a spring thing with obviously the sakura trees and everything, but it also gives off autumn vibes. So in case you miss this video and see this video say like in summertime, you can also read it in autumn, so that's also an option for you. As you guys saw earlier, I have updated my book reading journal. Like and how it turned out, I've got these new stickers that I use, and they're from AliExpress, and they were like £1.50 per roll, and I have 3 of them, and there's a 4th which I didn't get, but it's got loads of flowers on it, and I might go back and get it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying like just zoning out, putting music on, putting some YouTube on, or like a TV show, and just doing the book stuff. Really fun, really enjoyed it. I've had an amazing week for you guys, well and truly. And I've read some really, really beautiful, really stunning editions, and I kind of think we picked up a vibe. It gives whimsical, and I didn't realise I was in a whimsical mood, but here we are in a whimsical mood. And non-topic to FAIRYLOOT editions, I have a book I want to talk about. Look, I got it delivered in the post today. I'm happy about it because I want to read it, but at the same time I'm really, really wounded, because as you can see, these are paperbacks editions, and they are all beautifully annotated, you know, with all my emotions and in depth. And I've tried buying this goddamn book over the world, right? I tried buying this in France, just the English edition, but in France, hoping I can get the paperback. And then the day it was meant to get delivered, I had an email saying it's being cancelled and I will get my money back. Devastated, to say the least, that this has now ruined my lovely aesthetic. Does anybody else understand? Does anybody else understand? I think the one thing I'm going to do though is, as you can see, it's a standard edition, nothing special about it. Also, you thought, because this is the standard hardback, it's this I don't know if the camera's picking up, it's this beautiful baby pink with like a crown and flowers on it, and on the back it says Forever My Undoing. So my plan is to maybe have this like styled up so it looks like I did it on purpose, or do it like that, I don't know, but that's the plan. I also think I could keep these completely separate and do like a baby pink shelf. How cute will that look, a baby pink? I have got a blue shelf there and I love it so much. I absolutely adore it, and I don't actually have any more colours. No, this one is quite dark, unintentionally though. It just has my 4th Ring series and then my K.M. Marinova books and then a beautiful lemon candle to go with my lemon vase, but that's not really like, I didn't plan it like that, it just kind of went together. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a baby pink shelf, and I'm kind of here for it. But anyway, that is enough about the non-special edition books. Thank you so much for watching with me, guys. Thoughts and opinions, please let me know that, because I kind of would like to know your thoughts. I will see you in next week's video. Bye guys. Hi besties, welcome back to I wasn't aware, and it just never came to my mind, that when you get, because I'm in the subscription with the Young